Hello YouTube, this is Bruno. Minecraft Farms in 3 minutes, part 28, and behind me is an ice farm that I built. This farm follows Gnambon's design, and it's probably the easiest ice farm out there, that it's fully AFKable, and you get pretty good rates. This farm produces roughly 12,000 to 14,000 ice per hour, and it took maybe half a day to build, so that's not much. If you need a lot of ice, for example, because you want to build nether connections using blue ice, it's still a good idea to have a fully AFKable ice farm. The player is moved along the farm with water streams, and we have all these sections where ice generates. The player just holds the attack mouse button and will mine all of the ice. We do have a few improvements over Gnambon's farm. The first and rather obvious change that I did is that I built the farm out of wood and not of ice. I don't have a dedicated Minecraft computer, and it can happen rather easily that I just move the mouse a little bit, when I go AFK, so it can happen easily that you damage the farm. Wood, on the other hand, is plentiful and it takes a long time to break, even with an efficiency pickaxe. The second change is that we have regeneration beacons. You could obviously harvest and eat just holding both mouse buttons, but this would mean that if we eat, we miss a bit of ice, and this messes up the regeneration of the ice. We have a wither skeleton farm and a raid farm, so we have the materials, and the regeneration beacons make sure that we don't have to eat. Now the way this farm works is that we break the ice from one side, and we want the water stream to drive the ice into the channel where we move. So it's necessary to have water sources only on one end, and only here on this side we have water sources, so if we break the last batch of ice, then everything will regenerate. Now, it can happen that the water freezes at the moment it generates a water source here, so the water doesn't regenerate on the side here. So we could end up with something like this. And of course, if we don't build a farm out of ice, this area here is spawnable. So it's a good idea to add some light sources. We have them, of course, positioned over the channels where we are pushed, so they won't hinder ice generation, they are high enough up. But maybe the most important change is an XP generator here. Gnambon designed the system to replace the pickaxes. However, if you had a bit of lag, this could go wrong. This module was suggested by Stromner. Basically, we have just a few large portals that will spawn a decent number of zombified piglins. We have a snow golem and one named zombified piglins that gets aggroed here, and all the other zombie piglins come to help and will fall down this chute. And actually I should have built it a bit higher, because not all of them die by fall damage, but eventually they die due to entity cramming. The XP orbs will be pushed into this water streams. All the items are pushed into the soul sand here and are burned, but the XP orbs will go into the water streams. So you can see we have XP orbs traveling along here, and these are enough to mend our pickaxe. Together with the regeneration beacon, this means we can essentially stay as long as we want on this farm. And of course, at one point in the water channel, we have a collection system, few shulker box loaders. So the ice is loaded here into these shulker boxes. There is a mass crafting station. Since we have a shulker farm, it's not a problem to destroy the shulker boxes, so we throw them in here. This module was designed by Mango. We just block our inventory using compressed ice, and then we can just keep on crafting. Of course, I linked the referenced videos from Gnambon, Mango and Stromner, and there's a world download where you can check out my farm. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, and see you next time. Bye bye.